You must train your thought. Because if the Bible says, think on these things, it means you must be in charge. Train your thoughts to think on things that are pure, to think on things that are honest, think on things that are just, to think on things that are of a good report, to think on things that have virtue, things that are praiseworthy. When you train your thoughts, you will find out that your thoughts itself will build a barricade, so that when negative thoughts come, it will send a signal. Train your thoughts. I realize that on Facebook now we have minor pornography on Facebook. I don't know where all this thing came from. Minor pornography. Or is it only my own Facebook page that thing is happening? It's everywhere. Don't watch it. It looks like comedy, but it's a trade. It's a trade to pollute your thoughts. There's no purity in that arrangement. If you keep feeding on that, a time will come when you come out and see a sister in church, you can visualize her naked, because there's no purity in your mind. You know, I told you when I went to Israel and I visited the Wailing Wall, I saw the way the rabbis were quoting the Torah, and they'll be shaking their head like this. They'll be shaking their head like this. They'll be shaking their head like this. I say, hey, and they do it for 24 hours. The requirement of the Bible, they have fulfilled it. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate upon it day and night. The Bible scholar, because I read some historical perspective, that chief priest, that high priest that condemned Jesus to death, they say his thoughts, he was not keeping the law of thoughts, which is to be reading scriptures. He stopped doing it a long time ago. That was why Satan was able to inspire him with that idea. That the idea of keeping your thoughts flowing with scriptures is so that you begin to think in scriptures. Think on these things. The things you cannot do because of the way you think. For some of us, casual immorality is not part. We don't think of it. Do you understand that? It is not that opportunities for such don't come, but the door to it is closed in our thought. So when those opportunities rise, it's as if I'm in an atmosphere of COVID. Close the door to immorality in your thoughts. That for me, it is not an option, and it will be so. We were in the mall in one country, and my friend was saying, "How did you notice that girl was liking you?" I didn't notice. I didn't notice because he was not where? He was not in the door. There were many things that you will not notice because that's not how you think. He said, think on these things. A man that will bring his thoughts captive must be in charge of what? Training his thoughts. Thy word have I hidden in my heart, that I might not sin against you. You will need to study the word. You will need to meditate on the word. You will need to confess the word. You will need to memorize the word. You study it, you meditate on it, you confess it, you memorize it. You study it, you meditate on it, you confess it, you do what? Memorize it. It becomes your wisdom. You think through it. You process things by it. You know what you can do and what you cannot do. In the light of that which you have built into your thought frame, train your thoughts.